What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your boy G, the #1 Cowboy fan. Happy to come at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, I said Mo news that you can use. And here I am with some heavyweight hitters on the panel tonight. The originals. Let's give it up for the originals. Yes, sir.
Hey, we got to change your name to DJ Jazzy.
Jazzy G.
G. Something, man. You've been coming in with some fire lately.
Right?
Jazzy
Hey, I'm just trying to keep it hype, man. Yeah, so, hey, man, here we are. What's Up Wednesday? Once again, bringing you some news that you can use, man. And before we get started, we'd like to say thank all the subscribers and all those that follow us on this channel, man. And we just, like we always say, without you, we wouldn't be where we are today. So thank you. And if you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and you share this video, because hey, this is what we do. So here we are with these heavy hitters. Right below me, we have Dallas Cowboy Chris, aka the Big Fella.
What up?
We have 21 Armando 21, and above him and next to me is Allow Me to Butt In Sports. And then we cannot forget Mr. Energy himself. Yeah, Mikey mic'd up in the house. What's up, hello?
What's up?
Good boy, Mikey.
520. 520.
I love that Chris posts. He posted on Facebook. So I get on late, but I share our stuff to at least 10 Dallas Cowboy groups on Facebook. So if you're tuning in to Facebook and this is your first time, this is the Huddle. What's Up Wednesday, man?
What's up?
Yes, sir. Give it up.
Cowboys, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what's up. So hey, man, here we are. My man Mike Like Goldie back in the house. And you see, we got the big fella in the house, Mike Like Goldie. So he said he saw you there, right, Chris?
Yeah, man. We was at Sports Cons together, man. He live out there with 21 out there in El Paso, man, serving our country. He's serving our country, man, serving it way out there in the 915, man. But he's a Dallas boy, man. Let me tell you, man, the sweetest kid in the world, man. You know, he's about to be deployed out to Poland, like I say, man. But look, Corey, you stay safe, baby, man. Appreciate it hanging out with you this weekend.
Real talk, man. We thank you for your services, brother, for sure, man. Give it up. Yeah, man. So, hey, man, listen. I said earlier to Mundo and Rue that it's 1-0 hell in here in the DFW area. 21 Armando 21 said it's what? You where?
We in hell Paso right now.
How hot is it, Armando?
It's like hell hot.
Y'all a bunch of babies, I swear.
Out in Arizona. Whenever I go outside and I feel that heat on this brown skin, I'm like, I don't know how Mike does this shit. Like, I don't know how.
No, you know what? I am blessed with rain. There's rain outside. Like we were at that moment. So now I know how you felt, Rue. Like even Sneaky does the videos of, yeah, it says 108 or 107, which is, you know, the devil's armpit, but it really feels like 120 with a 90% humidity. So don't you hate when you're at that point where it's humid and miserable, but it just don't rain yet, and it's just teasing. So it's kind of like rain blue balls, so to speak, and you don't get it. Sorry, but it started raining, and as somebody from Arizona to get rain, there's gonna be a bunch of car crashes because people don't know how to freaking drive in weather out here.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. It is what it is. Listen, man, we all know it's hot, man. And I just said, I think I'm going to do like you, Mikey, man. I think I'm going to build me a rock garden, man. I refuse to waste 900 gallons of water to make my lawn look green, man. I'm done, Chris. I can't do it.
Hey, G, remember it rained Sunday, right? It rained
Yeah.
Sunday. I was outside like, thank you, Lord. I could cut my sprinklers off, man. But hey, Armando, you know how your kids love coming here because it's so green in Dallas for work. Well, our water bill is a lot more than your water bill, okay?
Yeah,
So just try to keep these lawns green in the summer because if they
It,
turn brown, if you smoke anything
It's a wrap.
outside and that fire hit that grass,
It's a
your
fire.
ass is grass.
Bubba,
So,
it's called decorative gravel.
I'm doing it.
decorative
Dec-
grass.
I'm doing it.
Decorative
I'm
grass.
going to the next HOA meeting. I'm gonna say, listen, yeah, this don't make no damn sense. I'm putting the rock gravel out. Y'all just going to have to charge me for it, but I guarantee it'll be a lot less than my water bill. So I'm doing it. I'm gonna find me a big old cactus.
yeah.
But that's just how it is here, man, in Texas, man. We're starting to feel like Arizona, man. It's getting bad, bro. So anyway, that's what it is.
From what I hear, it's all in Texas. And remember, last year, as much rain as we got all year, this is the yang to the yin that we got. I don't know how wet you guys got last year, but this is like the first real monsoon activity. Last year, it started in May, so it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, let's get on into this, man, because, folks don't want to hear how hot it is. They calling us a bunch of babies like Mike is calling us babies. So, listen, man, I titled this segment as
Real.
Zach Martin. I'm sorry. Did I miss something? Who said something?
I said,
Chris. Before we get into okay, no, before I get that, hold on. We got to let Chris give us a little update on his little adventure at sports. Come on, tell us, Chris, a little bit.
Sports
Okay,
con
my
this
bad.
weekend.
Sorry about
Sports
that.
con.
Bring them.
I had good and bad with sports con this weekend. They held it in Dallas at Fair Park. If you don't know where Fair Park is, it's basically where the state fair is held and everything in Dallas. It was supposed to be a list of professional athletes, boxers, commentators, actors, and everything like that was supposed to be there in Dallas. Maybe half of the people that they advertised that was going to be there was there. SportsCon, personally, you could do a lot better SportsCon, and I'm talking to you if you're watching SportsCon because it was really no difference because they had 3 package levels. It was the general admission where you can just go in and you can walk around and you can stand in line for autographs if you want, but there's really nothing you get with that. So then they give you the VIP for over $100, which me and the hated Sneaky G did, just so we can get more access, just so we can give you a little content for the show and everything like that.
Right.
So and then they had people who literally flew in town with the legendary passes where they spent $800.
You met somebody that, Chris?
A legendary package where you could get all access. You got a lounge. You got access to every player, actor, whoever's there that will come to you to your lounge. Okay. Well, the lounge was a black curtain, 10 folding chairs, and
Stop it.
Hey, if I'm lying, you can literally bring Sneaky G onto this show and he will verify it. You ain't got to talk to Sneaky. You can talk to his 16-year-old son. And Nick was like, really? Yeah, really? So these people paid $800 to a VIP to get in there to talk and see players and mingle with them and take pictures. And the only reason on day one that I got Mozzie Smith and I got Sam Williams is because Sneaky G went off on these people talking about, what did I pay for? I paid you over $100-something to get access to players and we got none. Okay. So other than that, the access to players and doing things at SportsCon, it was fine. That was cool. They had live wrestling events. They had live boxing. They had a bunch of great food vendors, because I tried to try them all. But, and then the only thing that I really was upset about at SportsCon, because they got one signing booth for one player. There's no schedule or tell you who's going to be there, so you don't know. I mean, there's hundreds of people standing in line in the automotive center at Fair Park, where it's hot, okay, and you standing there for hours and you have no clue who's going to be there. You had no clue.
Terrible.
And people had these little mini cowboy helmets like this, and the big helmets, and they figured, hey man, we're gonna get cowboy players to sign my helmet, everything. Man, it was people that get up there now. They don't know who the players is. And the guy, it was one guy, he played for Carolina, okay? And he said, you still want me to sign your helmet? I didn't play for the Cowboys. And they had no clue.
Oh my God.
Because a lot of these people were little kids. They don't know how they look, behind the mask. You know what I mean? So it was an epic fail on that point. The idea and the concept was good, but there was no organization. There was nothing. Terrible, and I literally give SportsCon a grade of a big fat F+. F.
He's like, I wish I had 2 more hands to give those.
Hey, somebody asked me that too, and I said I give him 2 thumbs down if I had to. but and then it was funny, man, because of the bitching that Sneaky did. At least the legendary people on Sunday, they got actual player access. Oh, and they got some free cold ass chicken strips and some bottled water.
Okay, man.
And so, hey, I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying. Some cold ass chicken strips and a bottle of water, and they was guarding this area like the president was in there.
I'm blessed, dude.
Man, I'm sorry about that, man.
So say if y'all would have came up for SportsCon, right? And y'all would have been pissed because y'all would have traveled all this way to come see people and spend all this money.
I wanted to go.
Yeah, I mean, and I felt so sad about this lady, man. She flew in from Las Vegas, and she's a huge Cowboy fan. She was draped up. She spent hotel, car, and $800 to meet people, and she only did it the one day on Sunday, and I think she only met 4 players.
Damn.
$800.
That's some bullshit.
That's terrible.
That's some bullshit.
That was really terrible.
I was gonna go on this whole thing making fun of you, like a second Dave Chappelle freaking references. There's broke people around here because they had the private jet, the first class, and the coach all together, and it really didn't damn matter. So my bad, homie. That sucks.
Hey, but you know what? All in all, you got some good footage.
Yeah, you did, bro.
I tried to make the best. And dude, you know which one I wish I would have had longer though.
Hail to the victors.
No, not Mozzie. I had to get him though. I know Rue ain't gonna like this person, but the great Billy Sims from OU, right? Heisman Trophy winner. That guy, he literally wanted to sit and talk to me, and they trying to guide him to the autograph booth.
Damn.
All I said was, man, that's the great Billy Sims, Boomer Sooner. He stopped, he turned around, and he was having a full-fledged conversation with me. And I'm trying to walk with him to help the people walk him to the signing booth, right? Billy was like, nah, I want to talk to you, big fella, man. You know, I see you draped up in this Cowboy. Hey, man, this is what I do.
Yeah. Represent the Cowboy huddle, baby. That's what he was doing.
Damn, man.
Exactly.
Hey, see why I like to be with the big fella? Because when I'm with the big fella, you can't miss him. They see the big fella and they see the short ass Mexican. Wait
a minute.
They'll miss me and you, Mondo. They'll miss us. Who's that called me?
It's like Pumbaa and Timon, man. Pumbaa and Timon. That's...
All right, man. Let's get on into this, man. We got to get on into this, man. Cause
let's do it.
I hate Chris have to experience that, man. I apologize, but SportsCon, y'all got to do better, man. That's just terrible. That's piss poor excuse right there, man. So let's get on into this, man. And there's just more piss poor excuse stuff that's going on as well, man. And I titled this video, this live stream, as you know, Zack Martin has been a loyal player to Dallas Cowboys, and that he has, and I think we all can agree to that he has been loyal. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, he's restructured his contract at least 3 or 4 times.
Yep. The Fugazi cap.
Yeah,
the Fugazi cap is exactly right.
So here's what was reported, and then you guys can collaborate on it, or talk about it, whatever. But it said, wow, Cowboys 6-time All-Pro guard and team captain Zack Martin is considering not reporting to training camp due to his unhappiness with his contract and the team's lack of interest in restructuring it, per sources. Martin believes he is woefully underpaid relative to the market. Martin is scheduled to make about $7 million less this season than the NFL's top paid guard. So let's go, Mikey. What you think about this, bro? Because this is ridiculous.
Thank you. Well, it's honestly no. It's he has, as Rue likes to say the word gripey, has a gripe to be a griping person. When you sign your mortgage, you have your contract to pay it, but you get equity with your property. You get equity, which that means you could make money off of your contract, which you make. What he signed on the dotted line such a long time ago, when I don't think he was overpaid, but properly paid, because he gets the bang for the buck. Only 2 holding calls in 6 years, 6-time All-Pro. Oh, 99, one of the 99 rated Madden this year. It's funny that it came out today and this comes out. I think it's appropriate. And he smells that we're gonna distribute a lot of money. We're talking about, oh, we got those $20 million. Well, this is where these $20 million are gonna go. And I suspect Jerry Jones knew that. So when you sign a pro contract, you don't get your bang for your buck. And he did it such a long time ago that his contract is not to the value of what he's producing. And this is appropriate. It's only $7 million. The difference is only $7 million. He's the ninth ranked player, ninth ranked guard getting paid in the top 10, but he's the number 1 guard in the league. I read all this hubbub of Quentin Nelson, and he was great his rookie year. Zack Martin is still the best guard in the league. Yeah. It's appropriate, especially because the big payday, there's a big piece of the pie, and he wants his piece before they give the lion his lion's share.
Yeah. I agree with you. I mean, what? So 21 Armando, 21. What do you think about that, bro? We got a lot to talk about. But let's start with Zack. Go ahead. What you got?
We got to pay the man. I think the huddle, we've all agreed that this, Zack Martin is that key to that offensive line. And I think one time we all asked, who's that one person that you wouldn't want to lose? And we all said, the majority said Zack Martin. We got to pay this man. We need that line to be healthy. Mikey talked about it. This man, he's put in work. He's earned his equity. So let's pay the man.
Yeah, I agree with you. So Rue, allow me to butt in. Rue, how you feeling about this, man? Did this pisses you off, or does it just? How do you feeling about this situation, man? I mean, what's up?
I think you need to stop biting the hand that feeds you. Because they keep taking from Zack, man. He restructured last year. I mean, you talked about it going into this. How many times has Zack Martin restructured for this team? That you gotta stop taking from him, man. It's just you just keep pawing at him, and it's eventually, man, he's just like, look, I've done my part. Put up or shut up, man. And Mikey's right. We're talking about $7 million for a guy like Zack Martin. Can we get this done yesterday? Like, what are we even talking about? And I do want to say this though. Am I entirely upset that he's talking about sitting out for a training camp? No. I'm not. Let him sit out. Take a vacation. Not take a vacation, but you know what I'm saying? Like, relax, rehab, exercise, do your thing. Just slide back into the season. I do not training camp for what? He'll be fine. Zack Martin is plug and play. Yeah. But when it comes to getting this man his money, we're really talking about $7 million a year with Zack Martin. Are you crazy? This isn't even a conversation. It just needs to happen.
Yeah, I agree. So you already know I had to set this one up. You already know. Yeah. So, hey, big fella.
Go ahead.
Big fella.
Go ahead.
What are you thinking right now, man? How you feeling about this situation? Not
So
situation,
man,
but situation.
when I saw the news and I saw the Twitter feeds, the thread feeds, Instagram, TikTok feeds, Facebook feeds, and it was going crazy. And I'm thinking somebody has passed away. Who has passed away? And I was just like, oh, Zack Martin said he ain't coming to training camp till he get his money. And I was like, congratulations, Zack, because you're going to get your money. You're going to get it. I don't care what he does. The Cowboys will not start this season without number 70 in the starting lineup. He has been playing on team-friendly deals for a long time. There's been a couple times that we need to pay players. And guess what Zack Martin did? Hey, you can take some of my money to pay these players. But what Zack has told you, I missed the 99 on Matt now. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I have been verified. I got the blue check mark, and ain't nothing you can do but pay the big fella. Okay? So don't worry about it, Cowboy fans. Don't worry about it. He is going to be in the lineup. You know, Jerry just got to do some finagling because he got to make sure once he pay him, he said, I still got Michael Parsons. I got CD next year. I got Diggs next year. So he going to try to structure it where he give him a lot of money up front. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Up front, because he can't let it linger out, because then he can't pay Michael Parsons and the rest of the crew. So Cowboy Huddle, Cowboy fans, don't worry. Number 70, the big boy from Notre Dame. I wish he went to Michigan, but the big boy from Notre Dame will be there. Okay.
But I think this is very deliberate. It's very quiet going into training camp. I think Jerry knew this. Like, they knew this. I think this is very deliberate news leaked to Adam Schefter, and just to create the media machine that is the Dallas Cowboy. Like I know Rule said don't bite the hand that feeds you. Rule's a different kind of minority. So, like, and I ain't gonna go there. He's the leader. So, I don't think it's Jerry. You know, he's kicked the can. I don't think it's any surprise by Jerry, or there's no pushback or willingness. The key words out of Adam Schefter is he's unhappy and he's going to hold out, and that's the biggest things you see from that. You haven't heard nothing from Jerry Jones. You haven't heard nothing. So this is great for us in the content and the media machine that is the Dallas Cowboys. But this is gonna get done, and I don't see anything like messing this up. I could see this affecting Trayvon Diggs and the money he's going to get, and us retaining him, because we have so much pie and so much people to give it to. And I think that's the only casualty I see down the line if we're going to go into that. But it's a no-brainer with Zack Martin.
Yeah, I mean, there's rumors with him too, but
with Trayvon,
yeah, man. I mean, it's getting that way. But I hate to say this again because it comes up so much, but it has been so quiet for us, man. Everything's been so nice that I'm just like, we've been out of the news. Like, there's nothing to talk about, and now all this, and I'm just like, so is it just bull?
It's clickbait, bro.
Is there really something behind all this, man? Because it's been so quiet. Like everything's been good, positive, and it's like now that you said that, it like just it's clicking in my head too. I'm just like, man.
Yeah. Well, here's what Mac Like Goldie said. He had something to say. He said, "First sports con down Zack Martin, man." Well, hey, don't drink the Kool-Aid, Mac Like Goldie.
Corey, it's gonna be fine, Corey. Don't worry, man. Zack is gonna be there.
Yeah, his Trackhawk said Jerry Jones won't upset Martin. So, and I think I think we all agree with that. And Corey also said logical answer would be for Dak to restructure to give Martin some of his money. Ooh.
Aren't they working on something with Dak too?
Yeah, they're gonna extend Dak. So see, and then Zack Martin's this is his last big deal.
Yeah.
This is unless he's like Bruce Matthews, which is somebody that was indestructible playing all the positions, and maybe because Zack Martin can play center as well, and play till he's 40. This could be Zack Martin's last deal, and he wants to get paid what what he what he's
Deserve
earned.
it.
I hate using the word deserve, but what he's earned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What he's earned.
Okay. Well, hey, well, we talk about deserve and all that good stuff. So, what is this situation here with Denzel Mims and the Cowboys? So, it's being told, man, that the Jets are really not considering they're going to trade Denzel Mims. If they can't trade him, they're going to cut him. So now it's been talks with the Cowboys that it's a potential interest in a trade. But you guys, I don't know if y'all heard this. I think it's gotten so bad with the Jets that they're asking. I need a drum roll right now because y'all are not going to believe this. They are asking for a 7th round draft pick. Wait a minute, let me get it to you.
They just trying to let him go for the low.
All right,
So
if they doing what's wrong with him? What's going on that they just offer him? They want a 7th round. Is he problem in the locker room? Is he hurt? Why they only want a 7th round pick?
Yeah, and that's worse than Amari Cooper.
Exactly.
That's worse. To you from a 7 round to a 6th rounder, but a 7 rounder to a possible nothing.
Yeah.
This is what we want. This is all we want for this guy. Just somebody take him. But so with that being said, now would Dallas? This is a question to you, Rue. Would Dallas be crazy not to take this bait or to take the deal? I mean, all they're asking for is a 7th round draft pick. That's it. That's it.
Do they even have to give that up? Because I mean, is there a possibility that the Jets end up just letting him go? I mean, this kid's 25. I haven't seen a lot of him. There's not a lot of stuff on him. I mean, in terms of what he's done on the field, but I mean, that wide receiver room is already relatively full. Like there's a lot of bodies in that wide receiver room, and I mean, young bodies, older bodies. I mean, there's a ton of guys in there already. I mean, if you're bringing him in, there's no guarantee he even makes the roster.
Right.
He's gonna have to come through. I mean, there's no guarantee that the Jets keep him. So I mean, unless you're just trying to bring him in for camp just to get ahead of the game, and you see potential in him, sure. But you probably don't even have to give up the 7th. You might just get him from waivers or whatever. The room is packed. There's already a ton of competition in there and a lot of guys that should be stepping up. It's hit or miss with Mims. I don't know. He's 25. That's the only thing I can take positive from him. But I mean, 2 seasons he's been in the NFL. Both seasons he's got less than 200 yards.
So, and then here's the deal. Here's the deal, Mikey. All they're saying is, if they cut him, he won't last. Somebody's going to get him. Somebody's going to scoop him up. So again, do you pass him?
I think we pass him for the points that Rue said. There's 14 wide receivers
14.
in the room. I like Mike McCarthy and what he's doing. He's playing the young guys. Getting another guy interrupts the maturation and the work that Jalen Tolbert or Sammy Fiocco has been putting in. But they're doing that, and the chemistry that they have with Dak Prescott playing in Dak Prescott's field. This Zach Martin news and this extra money going to him, I think kills the wide receiver getting or the next big star that's getting released, the Dalvin Cook stuff. And this is just one of the other things. The only thing I would want to see, if anything we'd add, would be more offensive line depth and the best player make the roster. But as far as wide receiver goes, I think that is a clown card right now.
How you feeling about that, Armando?
It's a full room. It's a full room. Obviously, if we're talking picking him up, then you're talking, more competition, so, you're going to see guys that you want to see in there right now. As far as what we have now, are we going to lose some of those guys? That's a full room right now. So, I think it's, I saw the tweets and, of the Cowboys had interest. I guess they had already talked with the Jets early on, but
Yeah.
I mean, just what I hear from Rule, last 2 seasons, 200 yards, over 200 yards, something like that.
That's it.
Well, they sucked last year. I mean, Jets sucked.
I think it's a hard pass on that one.
All right. Well, that's what's up. Big fella.
Oh, yo.
Come on with it, man. I mean, we're just gonna give. It's like we're gonna get. Hey, listen, just give me $5. Give me $5 for this amp and this radio. That's all I want. Just give me $5.
hey, I'll install it for you and everything.
I'll take $5.
Hey man, this is like telling your girl we're gonna have a exclusive night out, and y'all end up at Mickey D's and tell the girl you can supersize this. You know,
hey, you want the large Coke? Okay, baby, you can get the large Coke.
Girl, you could. Hey, I don't know if Mondo and them know about this, but Gary, remember we was growing up, man. You used to get the suicide drink. You was at Good Luck. Yes, yeah.
Get the same price.
Girl, you can get the suicide.
Crazy. Y'all mixing that high C. Crazy.
You can get all of it together, baby. That's how special you are.
But that's all they asking, Big Chris. That's all they asking.
But bro, I still go back, man. There's something wrong there. I mean, it just don't make sense. You got
a loose wire.
You know how you get that little credit card thing in the mail and say, "Hey, man, you got a credit limit of $10,000. All you got to do is sign here, and you give us a deposit of this." That's what that says to me. Okay. Right now, man, our room is fine. I'm not interested at all. I'm not.
Okay, that's what's up. So now, and that's cool, and I agree. But guys, we got to remember, man, there's competition across the board. There's competition across the board. So knowing that there's competition across the board, why not? Why not just bring them in and just a friendly competition? I mean, if he makes it, we give the Jets a 7th rounder. If he doesn't make it, he goes home. But I mean, I know, and I agree with y'all that the depth is so deep, and where do you put them in? I don't know. But hell, let's just see. Let's see. Okay, Fehoko, guess what? I got somebody else coming in here. Okay, Jalen Tolbert, we got somebody else. I mean, think about it. We got competition at linebacker. We got competition at running back. We got competition at the D line.
No, that's the word you said. See, if Denzel Mims was a running back and he was 25 years old and they wanted a 7th round for him, let's do it because we need it.
Oh, okay.
Because that room's the scariest room to me. Not the wide receiver room, not the running back room. Find us a running back. Find us not a body, a running back, and not Dalvin Cook. I find us a running back.
Okay.
I think we're good what we got at running back too.
Hey, I'm glad you brought it up. Let's talk about this running back, because what the hell?
And I need you to elaborate a little bit.
You go leave
Dalvin Cook, then who?
Yeah, I've been waiting on this subject too. You get into this, G. Get into this.
Yeah, okay, so let's get on into
Segway.
Hey, so the running backs are confused. Now, this is reported by NBC Sports. So running backs are confused. They're angry, and for a good reason. Pro Football has targeted the running back position as a vehicle for saving cap dollars that can be devoted to other positions, while it's become a major point of contention in recent weeks for the league's current veteran running back. It has been happening for years. So, guys, before we get into this, I want to show y'all this. And we're going to keep going, but I want to show you guys this. And just listen to what Saquon Barkley had to say. This is what he had to say. Check it out. And
that's what he said.
Yeah, no, check it out.
I have no worry about going on a football field and knowing that I'm not playing for my worth, or saying if I have to play under, because this is my leverage. My leverage is I can say you to the Giants, I can say to my teammates and be like, you want me to show you my worth? You want to show you how valuable I am to the team? I won't show up. I won't play it down. And that's a play I can use. Anybody knows me, knows that's not something I want to do. But like it's something that crossed my mind. It's like I never thought I would ever do that. But like now I'm in a point where it's like Jesus, like I might have to take it to this level. And like, am I willing? Am I prepared to take it to the level? I don't know.
Woo. So say, man, Rue, what do you think, bro? I mean, does he have a legitimate gripe? Let's talk about this. I mean, what in the crap is going on with this running back situation?
A lot of times when it comes down to signing players, it's a lot about, and it's mostly about, and I'd say like 95%, to be completely honest, it's about what kind of professional are you signing? Who is this guy? Is he the guy that's going to be in here, be in the door, working out, working with the trainers, making sure that he's taking care of his body, making sure that he's taking care of his diet, doing the right thing, not getting in trouble? Who is this guy? That's what you're breaking down almost entirely when you're talking about signing these guys. Now, there isn't a guy on this panel, there isn't a person on this chat, anyone that would walk away from $10 million to play football. There isn't a person on here that would do that. But when you're a guy like Saquon, it's hard to take punishment from what happened before you going forward. Now, there's a lot of things you can say about Saquon. He's got an injury history. He had his first like really good, healthy season in a couple years last year. Obviously, he's the heart and soul of that offense. He is their number one target, number one weapon, number one player. There's a lot that he can say negative and positive.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, at that position, I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's one of those positions that's easily rotated. Now, when you have a special talent like Saquon, there's an exception to every rule. And if you have the right professional and he continues to stay healthy, there's no question that right now he's a top 3 back in this league, top 2 back in this league. Can you really let him escape your offense? And the problem is, I always think back, especially with running backs, I always think back to Emmitt Smith. And I was really young when it happened, but I've heard the story so many times that it always rings in my head. The man sat out for 2 games. We lost. Everybody was pissed. Pay that man. What happened?
Yeah, I paid.
Super Bowl, here we come.
Yep.
Games changed. Play has changed. Style has changed. But this guy's a different guy. He's not the same kind of guy as everybody else. If you're asking me, who do you pay? Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs? I have a clear answer for you. And it's Saquon. It's not Josh. I get why they're doing what they're doing with Josh. Saquon, it's a different story. And I know what you're going to tell me. He led the league in rushing, and I'm rambling. But I'm just saying, I get where he's coming from, and it's hard to walk away from $10 million. But this day and age, what they tell you, they don't tell you the Emmett story anymore. They tell you the Le'Veon Bell story today. That's the story they tell you today. They don't tell you the Emmett story no more.
Yeah, so true. And, you know, and we're going to keep it moving. But, you know, and also they just showed that the tag for a running back is probably damn near lower than the kicker and the punter. I mean, it's down there, man, and within the last 8 years. So
that's not fair, though. That's really not a fair. It's not a fair. No. And what I'm saying is not a fair comparison. How many kickers are on a team?
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That's how trashed it is.
No, but what I'm saying is you got like to any roster that you have, there's 4 or 5 running backs, right? Your lowest paid running back might not even see the field, but he's still getting paid like $1 million, $1 million or whatever. To compare that average to kickers, where kickers, how many kickers are on a roster? Like 1, and that 1 kicker, he better be your guy, right? So you're gonna pay him like he's your guy. $3 million for your starting kicker, probably if he's a great kicker, probably leads your team in points.
And then I think they put Justin Cobb. Who did they put? Justin Tuck? Or what was his name?
Yeah. Where are we going, guys? For real.
But I'm saying the comparison's just like
tight, Mikey. We're gonna let you get your point. I know you're a firecracker right now. I know it.
Hit it, baby. We pretty much open right now, ain't? There's only so much going on.
And it is.
This one's easy to talk about, but I really want you to elaborate on what you said, Mikey, I want to know if it's not Dalvin Cook, who is it? That's what I want to know. If it's not Dalvin, and you're talking about go get a running back, go get me a guy that's going to come in here and make an impact, make an immediate impact. If it's not Dalvin Cook, who is it?
But let
Chris go first. Let Chris go first.
We're not talking about going to get running back. We got to talk. Let's talk about the issue right now, guys.
The market. We're talking about the market.
Let's talk about the market.
Let's go how it's deteriorated. How there's no respect for. Go, Chris. Please save us, Chris. Talk about fucking kickers.
Stop that. Stop that.
Hey,
don't do that, Chris.
Hey, you know I love 520. You know I love him. You know he's kind of equal to 420 if you know what I mean. But look,
yay.
I understand. All right, man. This is my problem with the devaluing thing and slotting running backs in the NFL. Like you don't need them anymore. We can get anybody off the showroom floor. It could be in the junk heap. Even me and Rue had this when we first met about devaluing running backs and their pay and all this. And remember when Zeke got all the hate for signing his contract? And I've been that big believer. If you in the NFL, you get every dime you can. I don't care what position you play, you get every dime. But this is what I hate about what the NFL has done to the running backs, okay? Now, I want y'all to listen to me, okay? Because growing up, when you was playing throw up tackle, and when you were playing on your little league team, what did you want to be? You want to be either the quarterback or the running back, right?
That's right. Emmitt Smith. I want to be Emmitt Smith.
All the best athletes on your team played running back, and they played linebacker, and they played quarterback. So all of a sudden, this narrative in the NFL is, hey, man, we can find anybody to do it. If they can find anybody to do it, hell, me and Armando be starting for the Cowboys right now.
That's ridiculous.
He had tail. Okay, but look, man, this is wrong. I hate that they devalue this because the league has turned to a passing league. Okay, so they're gonna throw the ball at least 50 times a game. So that's why they say we are devaluing the running back position because we ain't giving him the ball that much. But if you think about it, how does San Francisco win their games? They bust you in the mouth. They pound the ball.
They're gonna pound the
ball. How
ball.
did Tampa Bay win that Super Bowl? They punched them in the mouth. They ran the ball. But every quarterback ain't Patrick Mahomes.
No.
You got to have somebody to run the damn ball. And I'm loving what Saquon does, not just because he's holding out because he's a Giants. I think he's doing it for the running back position, period. He's letting them know, look, man, we're valuable than a kicker. We're valuable than that backup linebacker. That we're more valuable because if most offenses can't run unless the running back can do it. Because if you sit back and you throw the ball every damn play, you are going to get ate up because all these awesome defensive ends and linebacker rush specialists, they're going to wear your quarterback out. So you got to give him some respite and run the damn ball. But if you got a good running back, a good offensive line, and as on the Cowboy Huddle, we always like, hey, man, please give the Zeke ball, give Tony Pollard the ball because it made Dak better. Stop it. Because as a big offensive lineman, as myself, I love to punch somebody in the mouth.
Yeah.
So don't devalue us. Don't devalue that running back.
What you got, Mikey?
Well, first I'm gonna go at Rue for him pancaking his whole argument. Do you remember when it was time to offer Tony Pollard the franchise tag, and you had this whole research, which I was impressed, very impressed, on the last 4 Super Bowl winners, and all these 4 Super Bowl winners, you could name them. Pacheco, the guy in Tampa Bay, it was a mixture, that nobody got paid. Rojo and Fournette, nobody got paid over $2 million, and they won the Super Bowl. You remember you did that whole thing, right, Rube? You remember? Yeah, I remember. Because I'm good. 420, but I'm good. So you pancaked on that whole argument. Not to mention that we haven't even mentioned that Tony Pollard, as a smart businessman, knowing that maybe next year the tag goes down another million. Not for him if they tag him, because he'll get way more because if they tag him again.
Right,
This is
right.
the way to go as a running back, and I think it was appropriate for the kid, the Penn State kid that we're talking about right now. God, I'm getting my guys. The one the Giants guy, the one we're talking about now. I'm sorry,
Barkley.
Saquon. Barkley.
420.
For Barkley to be wearing black and yellow, it was. I don't know if it was telling, because
I did see that.
You just mentioned Le'Veon Bell, and the pretentious Cowboy fan in me says, yes, be toxic. Fuck up that locker room. Fuck up that offense. Make Sneaky G's life crap. That's what I want. But as far, and then you made, here again, Rue, you made the comparison and said the Le'Veon situation, and then jump back to the Emmett situation. Those are 30 years apart, Bubba. Those are two different NFLs with two different rules. The rules have gone more to the wide receiver. You can't touch the wide receiver. You can't Roy Williams them over the middle. So wide receivers have taken over the NFL. There's wide receivers running the ball. Deebo Samuel, kind of looking like Tony Pollard. But that's where the NFL is going, and the NFL is going what college is giving them. And college is giving a spread offense, passing the ball around, and this is the evolution of football, the evolution of the rules. And I blame Will Smith for this. I blame Will Smith and Ben Amalu in that damn movie, because we can't have a John Riggins anymore. We can't have a Walter Payton no more, and that's why Emmitt Smith, his record is untouchable. The running back position is devalued on the second contract. That's why Bijan Robinson should hold out now and get his money out.
You know, this is some serious stuff, fellas. I don't know if y'all are, I mean, I'm sure y'all are aware of it, but you know, and we should have saw this coming when we saw Le'Veon Bell and what he had to go through and all that he's done for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then here we are, man. We're talking about Saquon Barkley. They gave all this money to a quarterback that haven't proven anything. That's right, Sneaky G. I said it. But you put $40 million in a quarterback that hasn't proven anything, and you said Saquon Barkley, you're slaw. We're just going to give you a tag. But then we're talking about Josh Jacobs. Then we got to talk about our very own Tony Pollard. He didn't sign a long-term contract. He's attached to a franchise tag.
But he signed it. Out of the three, he's the one that signed it.
Yeah, and that's true. And I understand that. Well, he's a smart man. I mean, he get 10 million straight up front. But let's talk about what the deal with why players don't like franchise tag, because the problem with that is if they get injured, and if it's a career-ending injury, they're done. This is the only thing that a veteran player hates about. That's why we saw that with Tank Lawrence. Tank Lawrence, that's enough.
Can I go first? I blame the franchise tag on the players union, okay, because they agreed to that. Okay, they agreed to that because but just think about it, G. I mean, because they had the opportunity to change all of that, but they figured, okay, we'll agree to this because at least we can get over market value for that 1 year, just in case we do get hurt. But
Tony Pollard's situation.
Yeah, Tony Pollard. Okay,
Yeah.
Tony gonna get 10 million
for 1 year.
And what did he get last year? I mean, did he even make
1.5? He didn't even make $1 million.
1.5. So
right.
So think about it. Even if he get hurt next year, he's still paid for 2.5 years. Okay,
well, come on.
So, I know, but you got to think about the money issue. Okay, if he only made $1.5 million last year and he getting $10 million for 1 year, if he get hurt, he still got $5 million for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, you want to retire. You want to retire as
But think
You see what
about
I'm
it,
saying?
man. Only body gonna retire like you want to is quarterbacks in the NFL.
Okay,
Because
true that.
think
But
about it. Ben Roethlisberger ass should have been out a long time ago. And the Steelers kept letting him hang around just because he had won them a Super Bowl. He's a crowd favorite, so he basically could dictate what he wanted. Running backs and wide receivers and corners can't do that. Offensive linemen can, because think about it. We had Jason Peters last year. We knew Jason was on his last legs, but he still had something left in the tank. So that's why you did it.
And that's the difference, because this is a great situation for someone that's finishing their first 4 years, and then they're able to receive the franchise tag. But Saquon Barkley, I mean, for what he's put up for, he has a legitimate gripe. But also, let's talk about Tank Lawrence. Tank Lawrence said, "That's enough. I'm not doing it." And we saw that. We witnessed that, because he's a guy that basically felt that he should be paid. So it's a great story for someone that's going into their 5th year and get the franchise tag. But again, we're looking at that. This is a situation. We still have Zeke Elliott unsigned. We still have Dalvin Cook unsigned. We got Joe Mixon that took a pay cut. So I understand we're talking about the franchise tag, but at the same time, we have an issue at running back, and basically they're being treated like slaw. That's basically what I see right now. There's another one that took a pay cut. I can't remember who it was. LeGarrette Blount, he's still out there. So
it's a different game.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
And like Derrick Henry said, he's like, just take out the running back. Just take the running back out. If y'all think y'all can win a game without a running back, and then Christian McCaffrey, all these guys been chiming in on Twitter about how disgusted they are of how these running backs are being treated. So we have a big issue here for sure.
Is Saquon going to be that guy to take one for the team?
It's possible.
That's it.
Hey, all right, you guys. This is awesome. This is beautiful. This is objective. But the Cowboy fan in me signed Saquon.
Yeah,
let's do it.
I'm the opposite though, Mikey. Let me tell you why I'm the opposite. I want to beat everybody at 100. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear that crap. Oh man, you beat us and we didn't have Saquon. Oh, we didn't have Jalen Hurts. Oh, you beat it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. I want everybody to be healthy. I want to beat
Don't worry about it.
No excuses. That's
the last 10 times Dak Prescott beat the Giants. The last time he's played them, he's beat them. So with or without, I'd say Saquon Barkley.
You're wrong. You're wrong. It's 11.
But you know what? And it goes back to what, but it goes back to what you said, Chris. When we were all kids, man, we played football. We all either want to be a quarterback or we want to be a running back. So I've always kept my eyes on running backs. And I see what you're saying, Mikey. Yeah, good for the Giants. But at the same time, man, this guy is a proven guy, and he has a legitimate grab. I mean, same thing with Josh Jacob. He's another proven guy. But here's the deal. Let's throw this out there. These guys, like I think Josh Jacob was offered $22.2 million. Is he being selfish, or is he standing 10 toes down? I mean, what do you think about that, Chris?
Well,
$22.2 million he was offered.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I don't think
how long
I don't think I would have turned it down, G.
How long?
Y'all buy your Powerballs yet?
That one is a little difficult for me. I don't even know if I got a good comeback for that one, G. I mean, because that's a lot of money for his position. Okay,
$22.2 million. Is Josh Jacob? Well, it's a franchise tag.
Oh, I mean, I thought you said they offered him a contract.
No, I said they offered him 22.2 as on a franchise tag.
All right, shoot.
They did offer Saquon a $13 million a year contract. He didn't take it.
Wait, but that I don't understand. You're gonna have to run that by me. What do you mean they offered it? How you offer him a franchise tag? Franchise tag's $10 million. That's what he get on a franchise tag. Where's the 22 coming from?
Well, let me say that if they franchise him for the 2 years, that could be 2 years, $10 million apiece.
I mean, That,
mean,
but that's just look. This is hard. The thing is, this is really hard because the problem is who's the guy that you're investing in. That's really what it boils down to at the end of the day. Regardless of position, who are you putting your money into, and what kind of professional are they in terms of what they bring to your locker room?
we're talking about Josh Jacobs.
I'm talking about with Josh Jacobs. I'm telling you right now, just based on everything that he's done, I know he had a great season last season. But bro, I'm not signing Josh Jacobs. They just drafted a running back. Like I'm curious how they feel about the guys that they drafted inside their room. The problem with the Giants have no depth. This is the same team that just gave Kenny Golladay $22 million a year. Like it's
Look at Mike.
This guy is their offense. The biggest difference between and I get it, it's the running back. I've been harping all day. You don't pay the running back position. This, that, and the third. Last 10 seasons, all of them under $2 million a year. I get it.
Saquon Barkley is the exception.
But when you have the top two guy in the league, still in his prime, looking like he's at full strength, going on another year of full strength, still has plenty of legs left under him, showed you everything along the way that he is the right professional, has done nothing wrong. Like, there's differences between players. There's players that show you signs of the future based on their actions, and then there's players that, do, like, I mean, it's all the same thing. They show you the future. They show you what they're going to be. They put it on paper. I mean, it's everything that they do is documented. Everything that they do is under a microscope, especially depending on the team that they play on. Everything that they do is watched. So when you have a guy that's in the New York spotlight, that has been doing the right thing, that's been a professional, that's battled through injury and is entirely your offense, dude, it's hard for me to just sit here and tell you, hey, man, he's not asking for top dollar either. We're not even talking about that. It's not like he's trying to reset the market. It's not like he's trying to be the top back in the league. He's just like, hey, man, I'm in the same league as guys like, CMC and Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb. I should be paid accordingly. Are we going to sit here and act like he's not?
Well, you got to talk to the owners about that.
That's all I'm saying.
We're Dallas Cowboy fans. This dude has been on the injury list more than he's been on a Pro Bowl. So, like, he's had one good season. This is the whole DeMarco Murray thing. Because DeMarco Murray was plagued within this injury. No. I'm going there.
You awoke the beast. You awoke the monster. Just go on and tell him.
Don't do that.
Poke that bear. But the reluctance of signing DeMarco Murray, I'm saying this is what actually happened, Chris. He was plagued with injuries. In his first contract, he had that great year. 14 people sleep on DeMarco Murray's season. That's basically the best Cowboy season in rushing total of all time of Cowboys history. More than Emmitt Smith. So I get what DeMarco Murray is. But DeMarco Murray was injury plagued. And for what he wanted and what he made out of that season, he wanted more, and the Cowboys let him go. And Saquon Barkley hasn't even gotten close to a season like that. He just was averagely good on a shitty team, and then he's gonna want money. He's been hurt this whole damn time. He's not the exception. He's just a chandelier in a sorry ass house.
Woo! Can I say
what you say?
I want to.
All right, we got to move on, y'all. We got to move on.
We'll move on. We'll move
what
on.
Let's say?
So
she's ready to move. We'll move on.
Yeah, y'all see it right there. Y'all see
shit.
it. I will not.
I love that.
Throw 10 INT. I
love that.
Now,
Chris, did you say shit?
This is now. This is reported by the Comeback. So basically, this is what Dak had to say. Dak said, "I know who I am, and you can go back and take away half of those off. Take off those drops. Let me hold on. This is what he said. Let me go back and read that again. I know who I am, and you can go back and take away half of those off drops." He said, "I'm not saying it's on the receivers, But if you cut that in half, then we start talking about those. Nobody is talking about it. So he goes on to say this down here. Do I blame the receivers? No. Prescott said Mike does an amazing job with the receivers. They know where the hell to be, why to be, and when they're getting looked at. So anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, something that's what he said. So he has a lot of confidence in Mike McCarthy this year. And does he have I mean, I guess he's right about what he said, right, Chris? I mean, that's your guy. Uh he's saying that all the interceptions wasn't his fault.
Well, we all know that we come on this show and we talk about the games after the games and these interceptions that was backbreaking and everything. But if you go back and you really look at the tape, especially that one in Jacksonville, absolutely freaking killed me. The pick six off a receiver's hands, but then the first
Chest.
their chest, and then the first thing you do on Sports Center, First Take, the speak, the Cal and Cal shit, and all these, the old Dak throw an interception to lose the game. Come on, bro. All right, now I'll give you the San Francisco game. He threw bad interceptions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the whole season, man, where you get this narrative that he's just an interception thrower, is nothing in his career, man. You can go back and you can look at his stats ever since Dak been the quarterback at the Dallas Cowboys. He don't throw a lot of interceptions. And you know why he don't throw a lot of interceptions? Because we run the damn ball.
Yep.
It's simple, man. So Dak say he ain't gonna throw 10, but everybody making a big deal out of this. But if you read the whole damn thing, what he said, it makes sense. Okay. But look, if he throws more than 10, I don't give a damn. Hell, if we 17-0 or 19-0 or 20-0, I don't give a damn how many. He can throw 30 damn interceptions. I don't care. Hell,
Right.
we win the damn game. I think we just going too far with this. It's just like somebody, hey, come knock on your door, talking about trick or treat, hell, and it's 12 o'clock at night. You better take your ass home.
Hey, you're going too far with this.
You're going too far, That's all I'm
late.
saying. I like
This
you
is
going
mine
too
now.
far, man. It is what it is, man.
So
I
mean,
think Dak will be fine.
Armando. So the man, evidently, he is believing in Mike McCarthy, which is a great thing to hear. But he also has some facts. He's saying that a lot of those interceptions wasn't his fault. Do you back him on his statement?
I mean, we talked about it last season. We talked about it, and it's seen that half of those interceptions they were tipped, dropped. So I mean, Dak has a point. We've all seen it, and I'm glad he's coming out and saying, "Hey, look, I know what everybody's talking about. The interceptions. He's addressing the problem, and he's saying, you know what, this is what it is. I'm not blaming nobody.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, so he's addressing the elephant in the room, which
Right.
is when everybody talks about Dak, what do they talk about? The interceptions because of one
That's all they
bad
can
season.
talk about.
Because of one bad season. So, he's backing himself up. He's making his point, and it's, as you see it. If you're an NFL fan, you see it. Half of those balls were tipped, or but the man has a point. He's and I'm hoping I'm like Chris. If he throws 30 interceptions, but we in that we
No,
in that
the
chip,
hell with that.
I need that chip.
I want to win. Winning ugly is good for me.
I got a question for you. Remember the year that Jameis Winston threw for 30 and 30?
Yeah.
What if they would have won the Super Bowl? If you was a Saints fan, are you gonna say, "Oh man, I need to get rid of him"? But he won me the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's fucking. That throws all analytics out the damn window, though. That's
damn sure right.
mathematical impossibilities.
I'd be crazy to rebuttal that. No, I mean, we'll forget all that.
That's what I'm saying. And then, but when you said with the hell with that, well, of course we don't want him to throw all them interceptions, okay? But at the end goal, if we get to our goal at the end of the season, is going to the Super Bowl and winning it, I don't give a damn if he got 30 interceptions. We won the damn Super Bowl.
But that's unlikely. You're gonna throw interception and make the damn Super Bowl.
Well, Eli Manning, what was it, in 2011, led the league in interceptions and won the damn Super Bowl because they rode that defense.
check Drew Brees' stats the year they won the Super Bowl. See how many interceptions he threw.
Yeah,
check it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
just my opinion. Just my
you know
opinion.
the big fella keep receipts.
Yeah, but like I said, my opinion. You throw 30 interceptions. Shit.
As big fellas, we have to keep receipts because it doesn't fit right when you go home. It fit right in the dressing room. It didn't fit right when you go home.
Our clothes can be a little tight.
Yeah. So we'll just have to see that. I like the confidence. I love the confidence and what's up, Keyboard Warrior in the house? What's up?
But what G-Fam put, G-Fam put something about, he didn't say 10 interceptions per se. He said tipped interceptions. Like this is funny. This was taken out of his camp that he did last Thursday. That was last week. It was a slow week, and now we're talking about that now. And then what gets lost in that is what he said about Mike McCarthy, like really scheming where these wide receivers are supposed to be.
That's right.
And coaching them up on where they're supposed to be, on what levels, what they do to cover 3, to what they do to cover 2, to what they do to cover 1, to what they do to cover 0. So if you see this tip, you're supposed to be here. If you see this shading this way, you're supposed to be there. That's something that Kellen Moore really didn't go in depth in detail with his offense. He had a bunch of plays. He was creative until a certain extent. Then he couldn't adjust after they made adjustments. That's what I got out of that. But as far as Dak, I love it. it. That's him saying, I'm done taking all the fodder. I'm done. And you see what Mr. Clean on us? He came to Jesus and shaved his head.
Did he really? Oh, I guess it's time to turn a new leaf. I mean, and that's good, man. Again, like I said, that's a great thing, man. No,
it's because it's hot.
What's happening is it was hot. Is that what it was? Yeah. 180 degrees.
He don't want to fake the funk and just come back with this LeBron hairline all of a sudden. He just came to Jesus. You know what I mean?
Hey, he was receding a little. I saw them cow licks, so he probably did the best thing. Hey,
raise about that.
Hey, I'm proud of you, Dak. I'm proud of you. Just cut it off, man. Damn.
Look at Chris. Chris got his strong locks. Look at that.
Yeah, man. So man. Again, man, here we are, man. We're just talking about our Cowboys, man. Wait a minute.
Woo. Look at Chris. Go get it started, Chris.
He's trying to get toxic. He was talking about Dak can't run no more. That's why he throws all these interceptions. He's just trying to get on all late. It's too late, buddy.
We gotta go.
He's trying to draw the big fella outside, ain't he?
He's trying to drive you outside.
Oh,
he's doing that Aaron Rodgers.
That's a good one, Cowboys corner. Yeah, that's a good one.
He know how to get me. He know how to get me, don't he?
It's a good thing he's in a good mood today, Cowboys corner. Boy, he would have tried to take the leash off of him, man. Oh, that's hilarious. So, hey guys, y'all see this the QR scan up there? If you want, like I say, let's put them up. These things work. Mondo said he dropped his about 500 times. I left mine in the car where it's 116 degrees, and I did this here. And I said, it really works. Yep. So you too can have your own personal mug. If you just scan on that QR code right there and go to the email and let Arnisha know exactly what you want, she will hook you up as well. And for the price, come on, you can't beat this. You can't beat this. So go there and then have your own personal Cowboy Huddle thermal. I call it thermal, guy, because this thing really keeps everything cold and hot, man. It really does. So, hey, I'm okay with it, man. So, hey, anybody got any last word? Anybody got any last word before we get off here? Because we got to keep going,
fellas. Season's right around the corner, fellas.
Training camp next week.
8 days
next
away.
week is Thursday.
Go buy a Powerball. Go buy a Powerball. We might be sitting next to a billionaire. You don't know.
Well, all I got to say, G, is Armando has booked a 6-bedroom in Arizona with a pool for the Arizona Cardinal game. So the big fella is gonna be like Free Willy up in that joint. I got my Speedo ready. I'm ready to go.
You'll be lucky if
TMI.
He'll show all of it.
Hey, he's the only big fella that's gonna be there. I'm a counting ball that there ain't gonna be no water left in there, Bubba.
I'm gonna say, who put them panties on that big fish?
We got one room left. We got one room left. If y'all want to jump in on this, room left.
Hey, let me know. We'll
It's the
talk
Cardinal
about it.
game. It's the Cardinal game.
Okay, we'll definitely talk about it. I will book. I damn sure will. But anyway, guys, we gotta go. Appreciate everybody. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this content. Also, I gotta give a big up to all our social media groups out there.
Yeah,
Dallas
my
Cowboys on deck.
DJ Kai.
We them boys. Dallas Cowboys Insider. Give it up for them. We so appreciate you guys showing our content.
And we're going, Bubba.
All right, like
DJ Kai, nice to meet you, Bubba.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like we always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys.
Puro Pichi Cowboys.